Okay, what the hell is going on with Starfield? We haven't had any news in over 80 days since December of last year. The only bit of news that we've gotten is that a showcase is supposedly happening soon, but even that piece of news is old now. They said coming soon and it's been well over a month, so that is not soon, at least to me. And then last week, as I'm sure you're all aware, we got news from insiders that said that we would get an update or at least some news on Starfield last week. A lot of people ran with this, and while I did believe it, I never made a video on the subject in case it wasn't true. You guys know me, I only report on very reliable stuff. Well, obviously last week came and went and we still have zero news and zero updates on Starfield. And some folks, I think understandably, are beginning to get annoyed and impatient. Starfield was officially first announced all the way back in 2018, 5 whole years ago, half a decade ago, and we're still waiting on the game. Other people like myself have been waiting for Starfield since its trademark was first leaked all the way back in 2014 or something, and I think that we're all just getting a little impatient, and like I said, I think it's very understandable. And of course it is very important to note that this isn't really new for Bethesda, well, kind of. They never really promote their games until close to the game's release date. Usually we'll have a showcase, a release date announcement, and the release date will be fairly close to when the showcase airs. Fallout 4, for example, only had a 4-month window between announcement and release, and we all know that Todd wants to lower this even further. And it seems like he's definitely going to be able to, since we are only 4 months away from when Starfield is supposed to release, and we still don't even have a release date. But the marketing has just been weird, even for Bethesda. I think their plan clearly was to have the showcase happen last year, do a couple more videos on the game over the following months, and then release the game in November. But because of the delay, it probably just messed up their plans for marketing a lot. The problem is, now the marketing is all over the place. Look at Constellation Questions, that video series for example. We're getting these literally at random. The only 2 episodes in the Constellation Questions series came exactly 2 months apart, but it's been well over 2 months since episode 2, and we still have no idea when the 3rd episode is coming, if it's even coming at all. We don't even know what the next episode will be about. They haven't started taking questions for it, and they have marketed this series as just that, a series. But to me anyway, it's not really a series with only 2 episodes in it, which is why I think a lot of people, again including myself here, believe a 3rd episode must have at least been planned. And this is exactly what I mean when I say the marketing for Starfield has just been weird. Like, why are these Constellation Questions videos coming at random? Why have they not been planned to come once a month or even once a week? But okay, we all, or at least most of us I think, expected news last week, and this obviously didn't happen. One of the main insiders who was saying that we might hear something did recently take to Twitter to say the following, quote, "We both heard from separate reliable sources that they were gonna announce the Starfield Direct this week. Seems that ain't happening now. I still believe it will be soon, but it ain't had hard evidence either way yet." End quote. Okay, so maybe we'll get news this week? I mean, it's getting kind of ridiculous now. I do agree that Bethesda need to hurry up and let us know what's going on out there, but at the same time, I don't want them to rush anything. It's the 2 difficulties of being a fan. I think we can all probably feel this way and can all agree. But when are we actually going to get news? Well, here's the growing issue, if you will. It has to be somewhat soon, unless the game has been delayed again. Starfield is planned to release in the next 4 months, like I've already said about 100 times, and they still want to do an entire showcase and event to show off the game some more. We still don't know the release date, we still don't know when we can pre-order or anything alike, and they've got like 3 months at best to take care of and cover all of this. They need to announce the showcase, promote the showcase, actually do the showcase, show off the collector's edition that was leaked a while back, announce pre-orders, ship pre-orders, promote the game some more, and announce the release date all before late June. Time is really running out, so I have to believe that we're going to get news sooner rather than later. For months I've been a true believer that this game is still releasing before July, but honestly, if we don't get some kind of news this week, I'm going to have to believe that the game has had another delay and it won't release until late 2023. I don't want to believe this, but I don't see any other logic as to why we haven't had any kind of news since December. Now, it is still possible that we could get an announcement today, tomorrow, or Wednesday, or at some point this week, with a showcase happening at the end of the month or at the start of April. and the game could easily release in June. But again, the longer we go without any news, the less likely June is, and that's the reality that we need to face here. And I know that I'm going to get some comments saying this, so I do want to address the various rumours that Starfield will be shadow dropped. No, it won't. Simple as that. Yes, it would be pretty hype, but I promise you, Starfield will not be shadow dropped. It is a console seller, it has the potential to be the next Skyrim, blah blah blah. I promise you, Microsoft is going to promote Starfield a lot in the coming weeks before its launch. It will not be shadow dropped. So when is this showcase actually going to happen? Again, if you were to ask me, I'd still bet money on late March, but early April is definitely a very high possibility. I also want to mention that Bethesda's Starfield website was updated just yesterday, or today at the time of recording, possibly indicating something is coming, although a few people have told me that all they did was add the Constellation question videos on there, but I'm like 99% sure that they were already on there. So it could be nothing, could be something. Maybe they're prepping to announce the Starfield event soon, hopefully this week. We can always hope. But like I said, I completely understand the frustration. I mean, we've been waiting over 80 days now for news about a game that's supposed to be releasing in under 4 months. And of course this is Bethesda's, specifically Bethesda Game Studios' way of doing things, and I actually think that they do benefit from it in a long run. But they've always been very secretive, and I can't help but feel frustrated along with you guys. So believe me, I get it. Let's all just cross our fingers and cross everything and hope that we get news this week, hopefully announcing a showcase that will happen sometime soon. Also, just a very quick channel update before we wrap up. I am going to start uploading shorts on Wednesdays instead of taking Wednesdays off. These will either be little memes that I've thrown together or little news roundups. Both will still focus around Bethesda or open world RPGs because that's obviously what I cover here. But either way, I hope that you're all happy and cool with that. I already have a bunch ready to go and I'm very proud of them. So from this week onwards, a short will be posted on Wednesdays. Anyway guys, very short update for you all. Those are my thoughts and that's the update done. If you enjoyed the video, please do drop it a like, it really helps me out more than you can imagine. And of course, if you are new around here and you're looking for a place to stay up to date on Starfield news, leaks, breakdowns, speculation, information, and plenty of other Bethesda focused content and open world RPG focused content, please do consider subscribing because I've got you covered. Also, consider joining our Discord, we are going private soon, so get in while you can, we would love to have you join us. Anyway, with all of that said and done, I thank you all so much for watching, and I really hope to see you in the next one.